It had my name, but I wasn't actually tagged. I only found it because Ron said, "Oh yeah, I saw y'all little flyer." I said, "Oh, where was it?" Okay. Nothing like that.
Welcome to the welcome to the show. How y'all doing this evening? This is your boy Robert Winding with a whole new show. It's called the A&R Show, and I told y'all I've been building this up for a long time. I told you I had a special gift for you, special treat. My new co-host. I'm gonna let her do her thing. Uh, so the first thing I want to let you know is the new show is pretty much what we doing here is that y'all know that women are from Venus and men are from Mars. So Ava is from Venus and I'm from Mars. So we're going to give you two different aspects of two different life situations, two different things that are actually going on. We're going to put it together to help you solve your situations, your relationships, your whatever things that you may be doing. And y'all know me, I'm your host, co-host now. Sorry, Ava.
That's
The
right.
legendary Robert Winding is back in the building doing what I do all times at all times at all times. So I want to introduce my new co-host. Go ahead.
I'm Ava, just Ava. My friends call me Ava. You may also call me Ava.
That's Ava. Okay,
That's
guys. And as you can tell, if people that know us, I'm the calm one, and Ava. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. But so we here to help. We here to help. Like I told you before, we here to help your situationship, your relationship, anything else that you got started. So first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and get this thing kicked off the right way. And Ava, since I'm a gentleman, I'm gonna let you go first. So go ahead and give the people something that can hold them over the weekend, please and thank you.
something that can hold them over the weekend.
Something that can hold them over the weekend.
In the words of Chris Breezy, the grass ain't greener on the other side.
That's what you got.
That's what I got.
The grass ain't greener on the other side. Thank you, Ava. Thank you for
Ain't
that.
no other
So,
side.
guys, for me, um, I just want you guys to hold on to this and hold on to it tightly, okay? So, fellas and ladies, if you are struggling in your relationships, this is what I want you to know. But we are not making love no more. We not even trying to change. Tell me why I slipped away. I just want to know why I slipped away. Does it ever stay the same? We don't even talk no more. Okay, Ava? We ran out of words to say. Tell me it didn't have to change. Will it ever be the same? That's what I got for y'all to hold you for this week. We not even making love no more out here, people. That's what we got to do. We got to get back to making love, okay? Get back to loving each other. Shoot, y'all getting on my nerves. Not out here loving nobody. Go ahead. We on. So that's gonna be our opening statements for the day. Able to hit you with the little Chris Breezy. The grass ain't green on the other. That's something we should talk about. Ava, the grass being greener on the other. That's for the next show. We gonna bottle that one up for the
All
next
right.
show. So now we on Ava to go on. We're gonna go ahead and get to our little read and react situation here.
Okay.
So go ahead. Up to you.
All right. Let me see. I got the first question. So, first question up is why are men so romantic at the start of the relationship and why do they change?
Why are men so romantic At the beginning of the relationship,
Mhm.
and why does it change?
How does it change?
That is a fair question. And you know what? I'm going to talk from a man's point of view because that's what I am. I'm a man. So, in the beginning, always in the beginning of any relationship, to be honest with you, I always think that, especially a man, especially men, and especially me being a man, we always gonna send our best representative, if that makes sense. We're gonna
Hmm.
send the best of who we are, the best of what we got, and we may actually go a little bit overboard by setting expectations that we possibly and probably are not going to be able to live up to during the duration of the relationship. So let's say, for instance, um, we ask you out on a date, right? Say, for instance, okay, I'm gonna use me as an example. Let's say, for
Okay.
instance, I had a relationship. I asked a woman out to date. You know what I'm saying? Took her out to a date. So I took her out to a Chicago Cut, which is a very expensive steak restaurant downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
So I'm in Chicago Cut. We whining, we dining. You know what I'm saying? Drinking a little bit of the bubbly, ordering big steaks. Right, that bill come $250. So it's the first day. So oh, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
slide the little back in the day, the little TCF card up in there. You know, slide the little TCF card, boom, I swipe it. Next thing you know, okay, now we all together. So we take it walks down on Navy Pier. We holding hands, swinging
Right.
hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, babe, you want some of these honey roasted peanuts? Man, give my girl extra honey roast on her peanuts. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we start off really romantic. I think where it changes is it changes because y'all change. Um,
Oh,
okay, wait, Ava, let me finish. Yeah, it changes because it
I
honestly
was
it
with
changes
you.
because the newity, is that even a word? The
It's
newity,
not.
yes, the desire, the newity expires. So now it's like it went from being all exciting and new and holding hands and kissing and y'all may have had sex for the first time. It was different, you know what I mean? But then
Hmm.
after a while, you get to that different stages in the relationship, and
Right.
then all of the excitement that she did because this gonna be your part, Ava. She was
Uh,
doing a little bit of different things in the beginning as well, and then she switched it up and started nagging you, and started want to check your phone, and then you want to vacuum, stuff like that. So it changes. So then it's like we don't want that no more. You know what I mean? We don't want that, so we start just tripping and acting a fool at times. And I think that's for
because you don't want that no more.
we. I think we do. I just think that we no, I don't know. I think especially if you're a single man and you're not, you haven't reached that marriage aspect yet. You're always on a honey. You're always looking for that new. It's just like smoking crack for the first time, Ava. You get that. I don't know if you ever smoked crack, but I hope not. But it's like
No.
it's like smoking crack for the first time. You get that first hit, right?
Hmm.
And you like boom, it's skyrocketing, and then you keep trying to find that next hit that's gonna get you higher and higher and higher, and that's why the relationship. That's why we start being terrible towards the middle, towards the end of the relationships because the high isn't there no more. How about you? What do you think, Ava?
That sounds like immaturity to me.
And maturity.
Immaturity.
Okay.
Just searching for the next high. Like this is not that. We're not drugs. Uh,
I was using it as an example.
okay. This just sounds like immaturity.
Gotcha.
Um, that's yeah, that's the first thing. Just because okay, and then let me just counter. Like we changed, so then y'all stop. I would beg to differ that it could possibly be the other way around. And I feel like you then put your own foot in your mouth because it's the thrill of the chase at first, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So it's the thrill of the chase, right? So you dropping $250 at dinner, and if you me, you're not even pretending to reach for your wallet because he should be paying. I'm gonna just put that out there, y'all, because I've seen some new theories floating around. Like, oh, we going halvesies, we going Dutch. We not. That's what we're not doing. Because he should be, because they'll do it if they okay,
Wow.
so that's something else. Anyway, so y'all doing all of this stuff, right?
Right.
Y'all, and so we're reciprocating. If you whining and dining and you spending time and you sending me good morning texts, and okay, then I feel it too. So I'm doing whatever. I'm being all amazing as well. Now you looking for the thrill of the chase,
Right.
like a shot of heroin.
Right.
You acting funny. Now I'm acting funny.
Wait. So what you're saying? You're blaming that on us?
Yes.
No, Ava. Oh no,
And she,
Ava. No, 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 no. So here's my question for you then, Ava. So
mm-hmm.
why, since you kind of already touched on it and you kind of stepped on a porch, so why do women start off in relationships? You kind of touched on it, amazing, but then y'all then that changes. What happens? What happens with y'all? What I mean, I gave you my aspect of what happens. We are hunters by nature. So what about y'all? You touched on it.
Once y'all stop hunting, because now you got it, now you acting funny. So you just expect her to continue to be amazing, even though you're not holding up your end of the bargain?
Yes.
No, that's first off, that's not how that works.
Okay.
But that's not how that works. Like you was doing all of that, so I'm amazing,
Okay.
right?
Right.
You got what you wanted now. So now you're just like, well, I got what I wanted. I don't have to keep doing that. So then what she like, well then cool. On both parts, in all honesty, both parts is just complacency. That's all.
I agree.
It's just complacency on both parts. Like it start off, it's fun, it's passionate. Um, and then passion tends to like fade away, it or it comes and
It
goes. I
comes and
wouldn't say
goes.
it like fades
Yes.
completely away. It comes and goes. So sometimes it's there in the beginning, it's super hot and heavy, and then then it kind of comes and goes. And then at that point you maybe get complacent, but then you just have to be committed to being passionate.
I got you. So the fix. Let me. So I guess the fix for that, and I'm gonna give you my point, and then you go ahead. I guess the
Mm-hmm.
fix for that, like you just said, is we get complacent. So I feel that um, I've learned a few things in life experiences that I've had that you have to make sure that you just continue to be conscious, especially if you want to be with that woman. I mean, I get it. The thrill of the hunt is amazing. I'll be honest with you. The thrill of the hunt is amazing. But if you got a woman that you want to consistently be with, um, then I think it's about being thoughtful and being mindful of her feelings and how you started off. Like I said, you set expectations in the beginning of the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and those expectations, if you set that bar this high, uh, and just knowing women, they're gonna expect you to stay there. You know what I mean? And if you dip anyway, it's gonna be it could be something like you said. So I think it's just making sure you're being more mindful, and that you stay consistent with what you said. You set those parameters. You got to make sure you continue to keep those parameters. So what I'm saying is, fellas, make sure that you stay in your lane. If you not Chicago steak and you more of a Outback Steakhouse, do that. You know what I'm saying? And I like Outback. Ava, what do you think for this one? The fix.
What I Outback? No, I'm just playing. Um, I I agree with you, and honestly, I think that's on both parts. Like both people can get complacent in a relationship, so y'all both gotta like keep it up and continue to like pursue each other and date each other. I mean, that's all you really have to be just intentional in your relationship
Right.
when the passion has worn off. Because honestly, at the end of the day, passion alone is not going to keep a committed relationship
Absolutely.
anyway. So like it takes real commitment and like real intimacy, real closeness. It's got to be more than just passion and
I agree. Because
dates to the
like you said earlier, that passion will fade. Anime Bullock said it the best. Even love. What love got to do with it? Because that love can go. Well, she did say that, Ava. She did say that. She
I think that
had a
she was
whole
getting,
song.
but
What's
yeah,
love got to do? But it's a true statement. I mean, sometimes you're gonna have to just be okay with being okay. You know what I mean? And I just feel like we got to stop hunting, man. Just be cool. If you got you a good woman, stop hunting. All right?
And you know why?
Why?
Because the grass ain't greener on the other side.
Touche, touche. Now we on to the second question, Ava, and I got that one. So what I
Okay.
got is, in a relationship, how do you handle or avoid conflict when you have differing parenting styles or parenting views? You got one parent who's very lax and very just chill about the rules in the house, but then you got the other parent that's more of like a drill sergeant and is on the kids all the time, but it actually is affecting the kids and pushing them away. How do you think we can handle that situation? How can we help this person out? How do you think we can handle that? You go ahead first.
So being a drill, okay. So here's the thing, right? Top three things that couples or people in marriage argue about. They call it PMS: parenting, money, sex.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, whoever asked this question is one is not alone,
Right.
because it's like just a top concern. And so compromise,
Compromise.
compromise, compromise, compromise. That's really all you can do, because neither person can force the other person to do what they want them to do. Like, I can't make you stop being a drill sergeant, just like the drill sergeant can't force the other person to, be more hands-on or whatever it is they want them to do.
Right.
Like, you each have your different styles. Y'all gonna have to one, and you never want to let the kids see you argue about it. You let whoever handle it, and then maybe y'all talk about it later. And you really just have to compromise. Like,
That's
that
it.
you have to compromise.
You know what, Ava? I totally agree with you in that aspect, as far as compromising and making sure that you do have that conversation as adults. Like I think first, especially if it's affecting the kids.
Yeah,
If it's affecting the kids, I definitely think that you should talk to your partner, whether you're you're married or you're dating with blended families. You definitely
right.
should probably, not probably, you definitely should talk to your partner first. Don't
Yeah.
have the conversation in front of the kids because of the fact that um, I don't think that's a good look. You know what I mean? Because those kind of conversations can get elevated and escalated really quick because one person, like you said, got different backgrounds, people coming from different locations, trying to put their niche on how they grew up and things like that, and especially if they're a blended family as well, where you have somebody come from somebody else's relationship and they that could be tough as well. So I think that conversation needs to be talked about as far as, hey, you know, what's your idea on this? Come up with your together rules, your together plan as far as how you're going to handle the kids. Because if the kids are being affected and the kids are getting pushed away, that could spin the kids off into something else as well. You know what I
And
mean?
well, and how are the kids? I don't even understand what that means by the kids are being pushed away. The
Meaning
kids being
that, let's say for instance, the kids are withdrawn from the family emotionally, are withdrawn from the family physically. You know what I'm saying? They go whenever we all together, they'll go and lock themselves in their room or something like that. Or when those two are together, when the family is all together, the kids may not be as interactive with one parent as the other. So it can
right.
kind of be like a separate and divide kind of situation, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that's tough. That's a tough situation, to be honest with
And if that's true, because I don't know, I don't know if like the one parent just sees that like this is the reason why the kids are pulling away. Then, because if you really feel like that, then you also need to like sit down and have to talk to your
you.
kids.
Absolutely, that was my
You
next way.
understand,
Yes,
like, okay, well, like, what's going on? Because at the end of the day, like, you and your partner, like, y'all should have the same goal in mind, and the
yep,
goal is to like raise fully functioning adults. And you might not have the same path to get there, but you gotta like trust each other. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
um like me and my husband are like very different in how we discipline our son. And we just had to compromise. I'm very different with the way I do homework, and he just let me be. I do homework. That's my thing because I don't like the way he do it.
Right.
So that's my. And then when he doing the discipline and it's a little bit rougher than I would personally do, I mean, I just walk away. Because at the end, we're both trying to get him to be a functioning adult. And I know that. I trust that
Absolutely.
about my husband though. That he's not purposely doing anything to harm our son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you got to trust that about your partner that they're but now if you don't and you think they're doing something to purposely harm your child, then you got another problem on hand. And that's a different
Right. That's a whole different situation,
right
right?
different situation. So you got to trust that your partner, y'all want the same thing. And so y'all doing it in different ways and they just going to get different types of discipline because you guys are different. And
Right.
some stuff you, like I said, some stuff you compromise on, like, okay, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to take away the phone, and then sometimes you just got to let it be because what I know and what I've been telling myself for a long time is eventually my son going to become an adult and move out the house. And it's just going to be me and my husband. So I ain't going to be fighting him about everything
Right.
because this child going to move and then it's going to be me. It's
All right. It's gonna be you, Karan, and the dog,
in the dog.
and Archer. Absolutely.
Oh,
No, I totally agree. I totally agree. And it comes back. That situation honestly just comes back to what you said earlier: compromise,
yeah.
compromise, compromise. You can't. That's one thing that, like I said, in my relationship as well. Um, Kara and I, we think about things in a different way as far as parenting. But like you said, it's that ultimate goal that we want the best for our kids. You know what I mean? We both
Yeah.
want the same thing: functioning adults, successful adults, and we trying to put them in. We trying to put them in the right way. So, like you said, it's about trusting and compromise. You said some good things, Ava. I appreciate that. We on the question 3. Go ahead,
All right.
Ava.
All right. So, question number 3 with the evolution of women in the 21st century, should wives be expected to work to help grow the household financially?
Go ahead.
I'm
Hold on.
answering.
First of all, let me give y'all a little segue to this. Me and Ava were having our post our post show meeting, and Ava was about to go up. So I'm interested. Ava was about to go. Ava was about to go up. So Ava, go ahead.
Well, okay. So I think it's just how the question is worded. Is like, should wives be expected? Like, should they have to? Well, first, you're not gonna be expecting that, and nobody ain't gonna have to do nothing. Like, this is not that. Again, this is a partnership. This is a like y'all have to talk about it and decide. It's what you guys decide to do as a couple, and every couple is going to be different. I know some couples where both people work. I know some couples where the mom is a stay-at-home mom, like a mom who used to work and now she's a stay-at-home mom. I know some couples where the woman works and the husband stays at home because you have to do what's right for you. Like, I don't care about no evolution of the 21st century. Like you have to do what's best for you. For me personally,
Right.
I'm a working woman.
Right.
I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I'm just not. But that's me. Some people are. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so as long as her husband cool with that, if he if he can do it, they got to figure out,
But
how
what
they
if
gonna
the
make it work.
but what if the husband ain't cool with that, Ava?
Well, like if he not cool with it, but she want to stay at home,
Absolutely.
y'all should have thought about that before y'all got married. You ain't come trying to change the game now.
Oh no no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So here, Ava, I think that was an excellent answer. You are on point once again. Um,
If you had
but
any inkling in her mind that that's maybe what she wanted to do, you have to say that up front. Like, I would like to have kids and stay at home. Are you going to be able to financially take care of us with your job? And as a woman, you know if he can or not. If he working at the Burger King, you ain't gonna be able to stay at home.
you
It's
can't
not
stay.
enough money to take care of you and them
So
kids.
you saying Burger King don't pay enough for you to stay at home?
It definitely don't. That's a different story for a different time. They need to raise the minimum wage, but as of right now, it's not enough. But
Raise minimum wage, man.
if
Give
he's
me some
a
more onion
CEO,
rings. Here we go. So my answer to that, Ava, is the true answer that I have for that in my thought process in that. I know I shared a little bit with you earlier.
right?
Um, I totally agree that, but I agree with the fact that that conversation needs to be had um, at the beginning of the relationship. Hey, honey. Hey, Billy. Hey, Robert. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to stay home, raise the kids,
Right.
raise the household, and I want to do that. But Robert has to be honest with you as well. Billy has to
Right.
be honest. Honey, I work at Burger King. I don't make enough money to support that. I'm gonna need you to get out on the hustle.
You
I'll
still
be
gotta
honest
work.
with you. I think that women, with the evolution of women, yes, the 21st century, yes, um, and with the cost of living, Ava, unless that husband's bringing in 100K plus, then it's I don't know if it's doable because if you let's say for instance if you're a regular dude and you bring in home maybe 40, you know what I mean,
Right.
regular dude, you bring in home 40, right? But you if you live where we live or you live where anybody else live, you got rent, you got cars, you got this, you got food you got this. Your wife's gonna need stuff. I mean, it's gonna be very league minimum of the
Right.
way that you living if I have to support you on $40,000 or $30,000 or anything left. So I think it should be something that should have been talked about in the beginning. I think it. I don't know if there's no compromise on that. It should have been a discussion, and it should have been,
Yeah.
hey, I if well if I can't stay at home, then we don't need to be in this relationship because this is something that I want. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
it should have been a conversation that should have been had in the beginning. So what's the solution for this, Ava? What do you think the solution is?
So, so here's my thing, and I'm gonna just throw this out there too, because I don't want nobody to be like, "Well, you should have had this conversation," because you should have, because there's a lot of things you should talk about in the beginning.
Right.
But I mean, in real life, we all know women change. We do like we. I don't even like to use the word change. We evolve. Sometimes things you thought you wanted, you
Absolutely.
don't. Things you do, like things you did want, now you don't. So like a woman could also evolve. Like maybe she's like, I'm a working woman, I got all these degrees, I'm working,
Right.
and then maybe she start having kids, and she's like, no, I really want to stay at home. Um, so it's still the same, because then at that point, it's not like y'all just about to divorce because of it, or you shouldn't.
Well,
Like y'all have to figure it out, and then you have to determine like your the standards of living that y'all want to have, because it could drastically change.
absolutely.
Like I said, I know someone who worked and then became a stay at home mom. She ended up having a couple kids, but they have one car. Like they had, at one point they had like one cell phone.
Right.
Like, but and for me, that's not. I'm not doing that.
Right.
But for them, it worked. It works. It's working. It's what they do. Um, so I mean, then you still just have to compromise.
I
'Cause
understand, and I
because
want to. I know a lot of people done died from this, but COVID-19 has allowed everybody to be stay-home parents.
sure
And
has.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't like it. I want my kids to be in school kids, and I want to be an at work parent. It might be good for some people to be at home working. I'm having this experience now, and I don't like it. So
I don't like it
it,
either.
it, it's
But I
it's
always knew I wanted to work.
right.
Um, and this only solidifies the fact that I want to go to work,
Absolutely.
and I want my child to go to school, and I also want my
Absolutely.
husband to go to work.
At home.
Everybody got to go somewhere
Well, the
in my
husband,
house.
honestly, the husband should be at work. Ladies, if you out there and you getting up and getting dressed and getting washed up, and your husband still laying in the bed all day playing PlayStation when you come home, I ain't saying leave him, but I'm saying leave him. He ain't, I'm not saying that,
What
but
if he's at home taking care of those kids? He's cooking, he's cleaning.
at home father. I mean,
He'll stay at home dad.
but what if I don't know, Ava. I feel like men should always work. I just feel like that unless you got
I mean, I feel you. It ain't for me,
yeah.
but who are me to judge if it's for somebody else? I'm just
Right.
saying.
I remember being. I remember when I got fired from a particular company, and I was at home, and my wife was getting up every day, going to work, out in the snow, out in the rain, and I'm sitting there laying in the bed. You don't know how helpless I feel. Brothers, get out there and work, man, and had this conversation with your woman before, so y'all can go ahead and do the right thing. So we about to close out this first episode of A&R, the A&R Show.
All
And
right.
we got a closeout section, and we are calling it "What Do They Mean?" All right. So the purpose of this is, like I said before in the beginning, men are from Mars and women are from Venus, so things can be said to one person, or one things can be said to one sex and to the other, and it can mean completely different things. So I'm gonna throw this question out here to Ava, and Ava. So what do they mean? So let's say, for instance, you're at work, at your
Mm-hmm.
little job, and a man comes up to you and says, "Hey, Ava, you look good today." And he says this consistently every day. What does he mean? What is he saying?
He's saying he's trying to get at me.
He's trying to get at you.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Really? What gives you that? What gives you that?
So, and yeah, if you every day,
Every day.
every day.
Even
So
if you got on
me
sweatpants
personally,
and a raggedy ponytail. Every
that
day.
never happens. That never happens to me at work. I'm not never wearing sweatpants and I am always looking nice at work,
Right.
for the most part, unless I wake up late. That's a different story. I'm usually looking nice at work, so I wouldn't be like super surprised if somebody's like, "Oh, you look nice today." Okay, thank you. I just feel like if you're going out of your way every day
Right.
to say that, then you are really trying to get my attention with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like you trying to shoot your shot is what
Okay.
it means to me.
Trying to shoot your shot. Okay.
But you need to not be shooting this shot because everybody know I'm married.
Got you. I got you. Like I told you before, a lot of people don't, ain't feeling that, but whatever. For me, if if that was happening to me, somebody was coming to tell me, like I told you earlier, that I look nice, I don't think that I would take it that way. I would think
You
that
don't what?
no, I don't think if they told me every day that I look nice, I really would think that I look nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I've had this before where a young lady have told me that I look nice, and I was like, you know what? I'm like my wife's Ken doll. She buys my clothes and she dresses me in the morning. So I kind of let that be known. Like my wife buys my clothes, and but I think, like I was saying earlier, I think it can depend on the demographic, not necessarily the demographic, but the age range as well. The age scale of, I think if it's a younger girl that's telling me that, she might think because she might think she might be looking for a sugar daddy. You know what I mean? Because I am in sugar daddy age right now. I ain't got sugar daddy bread, but I am sugar daddy age.
Okay.
If it's somebody that's in that 30 something range, I think they would be trying to either tell me I just look nice, or they may be getting at me, trying to get at me too.
They trying to
What
shoot their shot.
they trying to shoot their
Every day,
shot.
Robert. If it's every day, you trying to shoot your shot.
I think they all trying to shoot their shot, Ava, and that's
Yeah,
going.
they trying to shoot their shot.
But it's
If
okay.
it's every day trying to shoot your shot.
They definitely trying to shoot their shot. So we
And
want
I
to
feel
just
like for women, it doesn't matter the age. If it's a young man, a middle aged man, an older man, they all creeps. Young creep, middle aged
what?
creep, old creep, single creep, married creep. It's all creepy to me. All creepy. I'm not here for it. I'm gonna start avoiding you because you're gonna start making me feel uncomfortable.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that on that note, that's gonna end the show. And we appreciate all of you guys who joined in with us. You can check us out next Thursday on Facebook Live, 7 o'clock. I'm also gonna post this on YouTube on the Robert Winding page. We're trying to get Ava started up on something. So follow us on social media. Ava, go ahead and give them the social media you want them to follow you on.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at my initials underscore masters. Um, you can also, hit me up on Facebook maybe.
Maybe. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't look for me on Instagram for sure. That's for close friends and family. Um, yeah.
And y'all can follow me on all of mine. I'm on Instagram, rwine2. I'm on Facebook, Robert Winding. I'm on Twitter. I don't know what my Twitter name is. What's my Twitter name? My Twitter name
Like
is
R145 or something like that.
something like that. But just go on and look me up. I'm on there, trying to get things kicked off. So we just want to thank y'all all for just joining us Thursday, next Thursday, 7 o'clock. Go ahead and lock us in. You know what I'm saying? This is something new. We trying to do the A&R show. We trying to kick it off, and we gonna. I'm gonna end like this on my part, and then Ava gonna end like this on my part. Fellas and ladies, players don't retire. They just try their luck at a new table. That's what I got for you, Ava.
I almost cursed. Uh,
We closing out, Ava. Cuss next time.
I'm gonna end with love is what you make it and with whom you make it.
Perfect. Thank y'all for joining us on the A&R show. We'll see you on next Thursday. All right. Holla.
All right.